What's good, everybody? I'm BPC, and welcome to Competitive Origins MMA. Well, UFC 261 is going to have a full capacity crowd. Yes, this is going to be the UFC's first event, I guess you could say, that's going to be an arena that's going to have a full crowd. You know, obviously overseas they did have people in attendance, and lately at some of the UFC events they have had some celebrities in attendance, but this is a packed house, people sitting side by side, screaming and going absolutely crazy, which is pretty exciting because it's been quite some time since we have a full crowd, you know, hearing the reaction of a full crowd during the fights. But I did like hearing the silence of these fights too, because you got to hear the punches a lot better, you got to hear the fighters doing a little bit talking, you got to hear the corners get into it, you know what I mean? So it was cool, and you even got to see the fighters interacting with the commentators at the same time during the fight. So I definitely enjoyed that experience. But with that being said, UFC 261 is a stacked card. You know, the main card has 5 events that could headline any fight night, you know, and 3 of them would definitely headline pay-per-views. And we have, you know, the 3 fights that I'm talking about are actually 3 title fights. And I want to speak to you guys about one of the title fights, which stars Magnum Weili Zhang defending her Strawweight championship belt against Thug Rose Namajunas. Now, Thug Rose is no stranger to UFC gold. She won the belt by defeating Joanna Jędrzejczyk via TKO. Now, there's a little bit of controversy behind it because Joanna was saying she had an extremely bad weight cut, and that led to her being TKO'd so easily. Well, the ladies ran it back again, and Thug Rose got a 5-round decision victory over her. Now, I did feel Joanna won that fight, but the judges ruled it in favor of Thug Rose, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Now, obviously, when Thug Rose went to defend her championship belt against Jessica Andrade, she made a big error, and she ended up getting dropped on her head. Now, they ran it back again, you know, I think almost a year later, and Jessica Andrade ended up losing to Thug Rose via a split decision victory. Well, with all that time, you know, to pass by, Thug Rose realized she wanted to subscribe to Competitive Origins MMA, and that's exactly what she did. She even hit that notification bell, and she's going to hit like on this video, and I suggest you guys do all 3 at home. Now, with that being said, Weili Zhang, you know, got a TKO victory over Jessica Andrade to get the Strawweight championship belt that she currently has. And she did it in dominating fashion. And then she faced off against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and she got a 5-round split decision victory over Joanna, which everyone feels, or I should say I feel, and I believe it won Fight of the Year. Now, with that being said, I did feel she lost that fight, but only by a little bit. But with that being said, you know, I felt she faced off against the best Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you know, and she got the victory. So, you know, I think she had a much better result than Rose did. You know, obviously Rose got the knockout, but that was against a dehydrated Joanna, according to her. And when they ran it back, she got the victory, but it wasn't, you know, I don't feel as clear cut as, you know, or as dominant as it could have been, right? And like I said, this was a better Joanna Jędrzejczyk this time around. That Joanna Jędrzejczyk would have beat Thug Rose. That's just my opinion. But I think if we saw the one that was against Weili, against Thug Rose, it wouldn't have been, you know, it wouldn't have been even as close for them to go down to that decision, you know. But it is what it is at the end of the day, and that kind of makes me lean more towards Weili because of how she was able to pull through and get that victory against Joanna. And then, like I said, she faced off against Jessica Andrade. She got the victory. She dominated her. So therefore, that leads me more towards, okay, you know, Thug Rose was not able to dominate Jessica Andrade. Now, don't get me wrong. Styles make fights, right? And somebody could have an okay performance against this person, an okay performance against this person, against somebody that dominated, and then this person that had the okay performance can go ahead and dominate this person or just do what's necessary to get the victory. Like I said, it's all about styles, right? But at the end of the day, we both know these 2 ladies are going to lay it down on the line. But considering the line, the odds makers have Weili in favor of a -210. While Rose is a +170. So if you want to bet some money on the fight, put $100 down, $170 will be yours if Rose gets the victory, you know, or you can put down $210 and hope to get that $100 back on Weili. But as it stands, the odds makers are saying Weili is going to get that victory. And as far as my prediction, you know, I think it could be a 3-round TKO in favor of Weili. But if I really had to put my money down on it, I'd probably go with a 5-round decision victory, you know, in favor of Weili Zhang. And she's going to remain the champion. And then I'm guessing she might go off to defend it against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That's just my suggestion. Or maybe she'll go ahead and face off against a couple other contenders in the division. And then there's always the possibility that she could go up to 125 pounds and, you know, and do her thing there and see if she can have a super fight. So there's all these different possibilities what could happen, but I want to know what your opinion is, guys. Please go to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about my prediction and who do you guys think is actually going to win the fight and in what round and by what way. Let me know, guys. I'm always interested in your opinions. Don't forget to go to competitiveorigins.com. Type in promo code MMA134 so you can get 10% off this Competitive Origins Whatever It Takes t-shirt. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I'm BPC, and remember, you've been competing since conception, whether you're competing against yourself or others. Competitive Origins.